What's up, everybody, and thank you for your subscription to Studio1Tutorials.com. We are back, part 6, March Music Theory Madness, and today, all right, this is all right. Now we're turning up. I got secret. This is the fucking secret trap scale. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me make sure. Make sure I got the doors locked, the shades drawn, because this is, now we're getting into the shit that people do not want to teach you. You're not going to hear anybody on anybody except for one tutorial channel. I heard people talking about this because they don't want you to know about this. And it's how you get that signature trap tone. And if you use like FL Studio scale helpers or the scale quantize, you're not going to know to fuck with this. So let's just look at it right now. There's a trap chord progression. It's a 1-2 going from the and if you go and read it on different forums and mediums, you'll see, oh, it's just a 1-2, but there's something they're leaving out there, and they're doing it on purpose because they don't want you to know how to make this. So we're gonna make a 1 chord. Let's go ahead and let's just make this so you can see it. So we're working in D minor right now. So all right, so here's 1, and then every other note in the scale. Here's our 1 chord. Now if I copy this over, move this up 1 and this up 1 to make my 2 chord, it's not gonna sound that good. Because the 2 chord in the minor scale is diminished, which means that the way it's supposed to sound, this 2 chord, how it would sound regularly, a minor chord, it would sound like this. But that sounds weird in the context of that scale. It would just make the whole, it would completely destroy the scale to use this note. So we're forced to use this note as our 5th, and it sounds all right, but that's not the secret trap scale. So the way that and I don't know how this came across, but the way that they get that super hard aggressive second chord just by moving up like that is they're switching into another scale. They're not using the natural minor, and this is a mode of the minor scale, and it's called Phrygian, and it's in the Studio One scale quantize. And you probably never fuck with it because you look down there and you see that and you're like, wow, that sounds like some old Greek shit that I don't want to fuck with. But if you look, pay attention to the intervals and what happens when we select Phrygian. So you see, if you notice the second, everything stays the same except for the second gets flattened, meaning it moves down 1 semitone. So now when we move this note here, this becomes a major chord, a proper major chord, and the sound you get is, well, yeah. So that's that weird, tense, proper trap progression. So this is something, this is a progression like the 1-4, the 1-5 that you can just go nuts and make a, make a whole beat around just this progression. So let's do some inversions. Let's open it up, right? So we'll take our thirds, press shift and move up. And then from here, maybe we'll do like a little melody, right? So we'll make a, let's see what this sounds like. Let's see, let's go like this. Yeah, it sounds gay. Again, just different ways to, to begin building you know, writing your melodies and everything with your chords. You know, just the chords are the starting point, and then you start to add what I would do with something like this, now that I have this written, is I would take my bass notes, for example. Let's go with copy then. Yeah, I don't know why paste didn't work, or why the cut didn't work. It's got to be a bug in the new update. So yeah, so I got that on a different track, and so that would be like a lower tone I would put on a different sound. And then maybe I would copy this nexus up here, right, and just take my melody, the top notes from the melody, and search for a different patch. Then go back to my piano, since I've already built the melody out of this. You know, this is a very effective way to compose. That's like the story I was telling you guys about, you know, my friend who composes, like, you know, his entire band on a Casio keyboard. So we got the firsts, and then we got these. We'll bring our thirds back into the party. Guys, move them up. So now we got our chords back. And then maybe I'll change this patch. Maybe I'll go with a pad, right? Say I think that like the octave is really high, so I'll start inverting things. I'll take these root notes, copy them, from here, you know, you just start building your track. Really basic stuff, you know. So you can take this. I have a key command, Alt M, to merge them. So you build your intro. And, you know, just that simple, just knowing that there is a scale that changes that second chord into a major chord, and going from minor to major, and just adding that extra, you know, that extra weirdness, that extra texture, and the ability to do that is going to, you know, just completely open up a whole nother sonic foundation for you. And you see how easy it was to, you know, come up with, you know, a melody, a chord progression, a little bass line, lead line. You know, these are the drums I've been using for the past 2 tutorials. You know, if I wanted to make this like even crazier, I could go ahead and let's see. If you really wanted to, you know, get nuts, we could go ahead and go to let's see. Let's go into Future MIDI. And we'll take these drums, take this kick, take this snare, this closed hi-hat, this 808. Put this 808 in the proper scale. Let's just do this. Yeah, man, it's that easy. Just 2 chords, 1, 2, Phrygian scale. So that is just the epitome of keeping it simple and not being basic. This is Concrete Zebra. Thank you for your subscription to Studio One Tutorials. March Music Theory Madness, Volume 6. I can't wait to hear what you guys do with this. We'll see you on the next one.